All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening and everyone that's going to watch the replay. We're super excited about this information because this is some information that is little known facts. I did an actual video where I talked about Young Living essential herbs because Young Living really does have a lot of supplements that are herb-based and even some tinctures. So this is some hidden corner of your, if you're already part of the Young Living family, the Young Living virtual office, and as well as some foundational things that you need to have in your repertoire that people need to know about. So one of the things that people start thinking about December and January is cleansing their body and weight loss and all that stuff. So we usually do a herbal cleanse, and way before even Young Living was getting some from Whole Foods with fluorescence and stuff like that. But we have all of that here. So we're going to dive into, again, some foundational stuff that everybody should be taking, and then as well as some very specific oil infused supplements that are herb based that will help cleanse different parts of your digestive system. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dana and Anthony. They're going to share their story, first of all, with us, because it's really important of why this topic is important to them. And then they'll jump into some of the products.
All right, guys. Well, welcome. Thank you again for everybody being here. My name is Dana. I think mainly I'm Sharon. He's here for moral support, but yeah. So it's funny because my journey actually started with these two ladies here. They tied me down and forced me to do Young Living. No, just kidding.
It runs in the family.
No, but growing up, thankfully, I grew up with always asking the question why. So when growing up, I was having different health challenges as I was going through puberty with my menstrual cycle, allergies, things like that. I always was taught to ask the question why, right? So it was never just, oh, we have a headache, take an aspirin. It was like, well, did you eat? Or are you stressed? What you're thinking about, right? Like, so it was like, let's dig into the why your head is hurting. And then we can better decipher the best way to go about fixing whatever the problem is. And so even as I got older and having children on my own, I became more of an investigator and researcher. So my son, he had a lot of health challenges. I end up with bed rest with him for 5 months. So as a result, unfortunately, I was searching for solutions. I kind of already was into some of the holistic practices. So I was making my own laundry detergent. I had cabinets and full of oils and things like that. And so when Tashina invited me to a Young Living party, I thought she was in some type of cult because I was like, I can go get my oils from Whole Foods and lavender should not be that expensive. And I came to her party. I was super, super late. But as she kind of tells some of her stories, she knew that I was into natural things. And so being a researcher by nature, I remember I did leave that party with two things, a sample of Peace and Calming, and I had a lot of books. So all of the information that I could research, I went home and decided to research on my own and to investigate. That night, I took that little sample of Peace and Calming, I put it in Dayton's bathwater. My son, again, because he had a lot of health challenges, he was not sleeping through the night. He was still a baby. And I remember I put those little drops in his bathwater. Remember, it's only a sample. I don't have a whole lot. And his frantic splashing paused and his little head started nodding. And I was like, what was that I put in my baby's bed? Is he okay? Is he going to wake up in the morning? What's going on? But that was the first night he slept through the entire night. And for me, it did not cure any of his health challenges, but I was like, maybe there's something different about these little things, right? And from there, I started just slowly using it. Again, it was like pulling teeth with me because I am stubborn. So I started first just buying out oil here and there, and then just replacing some of the things that I had. But because I saw such dramatic changes, I knew that this was kind of the missing link, right? So I was eating healthy. I was very active. I even, around when he was a baby, I started getting rid of things in my home that were linked to anything that could cause asthma because he was asthmatic. So I had a client that, was telling me about probiotics and, not burning candles and all these other stuff. So I started doing all of those things, but it really wasn't until I also started using the nutrition of Young Living and started using the oils that I really, really saw, again, that kind of missing piece to all of those beautiful things that I was doing. So that is why I'm here. If it wasn't for these two ladies right here, I would not be here. And so, I'm so grateful. Like, it's funny because I joke all the time. I'm like, yeah, they forced me into this lifestyle, but I really actually appreciate them so, so very much because I just, even when it comes to my kids focusing on school, I use Young Living in all aspects of my life. So I'm excited about this topic because we do talk a lot about cleansing, but I don't think we've ever, at least in a class, gotten this deep. So some of the products that I'll talk about, I'm very, very familiar with, but then we go a little bit deeper than I normally do. So I'm excited about it. Still waiting for you to pull up the slides.
Can you see it now?
Yes. Sorry. He has like this whole like 2-screen thing going on, and like I see it now. So first and foremost, we're gonna talk about Ninja Red. So Ninja Red, really, 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 every single day, you want to make sure that you are taking this not only for yourself, but also if you have little ones, or it even is great if you have pets. But I love Ninja Red because it's a full body spectrum. It is going to help to nourish every single cell in your body and every single system. So it's going to just give you a little added support. What I like about this is that many times we talk a lot about vitamins and we talk about minerals, but really the way our bodies are designed and the way vitamins and minerals work is usually they work best in pairs. So vitamins and minerals often work in pairs such that many minerals cannot be assimilated into the body without the presence of a specific vitamin. So a lot of times what happens is we might say, oh, I need vitamin D or I need vitamin C, and we might get certain select things, but if they're not paired properly with the vitamin or the mineral that it needs, it's not going to actually get absorbed into our bodies. And so the beautiful thing about the Ninja Red is it is formulated from those wolf berries. And because it's done naturally in nature, it grows with a lot of these sleet minerals and things like that. You're going to naturally get those infused in your body, actually the way that your body was designed and created to intake those things, because it's food. It's a puree. You get not only those berries in there, but you get the stem, the leaves, and all of those beautiful nutrients as they puree that up. So it's interesting to note that the Ninja Wolfberry contains many of the vitamin mineral pairs that are necessary in the body. Some of the many functions that minerals perform in the body include electrolyte balance of our cells, nerve conduction for muscle contraction, bone and teeth formation, and enzyme activation. Minerals are so important that every process of the body depends on them. Okay, so when we're talking about cleansing and when we're talking about setting up our body to really function and work the way it's supposed to do, you want to make sure you have that foundational building blocks. And so Ninja Red is going to be a wonderful way for you to start with those building blocks. Next. So the cleansing trio. So we actually do classes just specifically around the cleansing trio. just because, again, it is such a powerful cleanse to do. I love doing this every like 3 months or so, just to kind of reset my system. So this is going to be mainly a digestive cleanse. So I don't know if other people knew this. I didn't know this, but really all of our main organs at some point need to be cleansed. Like your liver should be cleansed, your kidneys should be cleansed. And so you should do things, eat foods that are actually cleansing out these systems. And so with this cleansing trio, you have the essential zymes. It actually comes in a package. I don't know if it's in stock. A lot of times it's out of stock. So keep an eye when it does come back in stock. But benefits and features. So it's a bilayered multi-enzyme complex caplet, specially formulated to support and balance digestive health and to stimulate overall enzyme activity to combat the modern diet. It contains tarragon, peppermint, anise, fennel, and clove essential oils to improve overall enzyme activity and support healthy pancreatic function. So when you think about that, this can be used on its own, but it works very well with that cleansing trio. But again, it's that regular modern diet. So this is just a great enzyme to help break down just regular foods. I know I keep it on hand because I still have a lot of digestive issues, a lot of things going on. So if I know or think that I might eat something that might not sit well with my system, I keep these on hands. Most of us do not have all of the enzymes that our body needs just to break down foods, and thus why we have reactions, and thus why we have certain issues processing things. Next. So ICP or Icy Poop. So benefits and features. So helps keep your colon clean with an advanced mix of fibers that spore out residue. Okay, so the thing with ICP is that it's actually a powder, and you're gonna mix it in like water or juice. Is that somebody? Oh, sorry, y'all. And it actually expands. And so it's kind of fun to watch when you mix it in. And you have to like drink it super fast, because the same way it kind of expands in the glass, that's how it's going to expand going through your system. Most things, when you try to do digestive cleanses with just maybe juices or food, a lot of times because our stomach is so acidic, by time it gets through all of that and makes its way near the intestines, most of those cleansing properties have either been dissolved or absorbed into the digestive system. So the nice thing about ICP is it actually expands, and it actually gets through that colon and cleans out all of the ickies that don't need to be there. So it provides ingredients such as psyllium, oat bran, and flax and fennel seeds to form a combination of soluble and insoluble fibers. Enhanced with a special blend of essential oils, the fibers work to decrease the buildup of waste, improve nutrient absorption, and help maintain a healthy heart. So again, you'll notice with a lot of these, we're going to hit on some different organs, because what happens is a lot of times when we have too much buildup in our digestive system or in our colon, it affects other organs in our body, right? So because the body is working so hard over here, it then causes stress on something else. And so it's very important, especially if you maybe know that you are more prone to different heart conditions and things like that, that you do some type of cleanse to relieve some of that stress and build up in the body. And then the nutrient absorption. That's so, so important too, because we could be eating all of the greatest things in the world and our diet is amazing. But if our food is not actually being absorbed because there's so much buildup and there's so much junk and gunk in there, right? Then we're not really benefiting and we're not going to get as much as we need in our foods. And this is already a problem, anyways, because of our soil, that it doesn't have the amount of nutrients that it used to have even 20 years ago. So you definitely want to make sure that periodically you do a nice cleanse, reset your system, so that you can get better absorption. As mentioned, you mix 2 rounded teaspoons with 8 ounces of juice or water. If cleansing or eating a high protein diet, use 3 times daily. If eating a low protein diet, use once daily. So when I actually, generally when I do my cleanses, I actually go on a liquid diet during the period of time that I'm doing it, and then I do the cleansing trio. Next. So the third and last component of this cleansing trio is comfort tone. So comfort tone is also, even if you're not doing a cleanse, this is a great one to have on hand. It pretty much is kind of like just your regular fiber. So if you're having some things going on in your system, and you know that you need to just kind of increase that fiber, this is going to be a good one to kind of take and keep on hand. So benefits and features: an effective combination of herbs and essential oils that supports the health of the digestive system by eliminating residues from the colon and enhancing its natural ability to function optimally. Supports normal, I mess up this, peristalsis.
Peristalsis.
Yeah, there you go. And is ideal for strengthening the system that delivers nutrients to the rest of the body. Contains ingredients that are beneficial to liver, gallbladder, and stomach health. So again, we talked about the heart, we talked about the colon. So again, these are other organs in our body that can be overstressed just because over time we've never like cleansed out some of the ickies. So that liver, that gallbladder, and stomach is really going to be help supported by using Comfort Tone. So you take 1 capsule 3 times daily, drink at least 64 ounces of water throughout the day for best results. Anytime you're cleansing, anytime you're cleansing, you want to drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. It really is the water and the hydration that kind of flushes things through. And that's what's going to help things to work optimally. And next, so multi-greens. So I love multi-greens. I actually, I don't do it so much anymore because now the kids can kind of swallow peels, but I would open the capsules and I would put the powder in like their Ninja Red, because it's great support, not only for us as adults, but also as children. So nutrition and cell cleansing. So again, when we talk about our different phases of cleansing the body, I love multigreens because it also works on the glandular, nervous, and circulatory systems. It has and is infused with Melissa oil. Just Google the benefits of Melissa oil because that is incredible and amazing. But having that infused with it really helps better absorption, and it really helps to support that nervous system. So if you know somebody too that needs more circulation with their blood flow and things like that, cleansing through their cells, multigreens is going to be an excellent support for them. So it's a nutritious chlorophyll formula designed to boost vitality by working with, I already said that. It's made with spirulina, alfalfa sprouts, barley grass, bee pollen, eleuthero, Pacific kelp, and therapeutic grade essential oils. So I think Tashina did also mention a lot of the herbs, a lot of the beautiful herbs that are in some of the different supplements that Young Living has. There's a reason why they were formulated and paired with these different ones. Again, when you think supplementation, our body only recognizes and understands food. So even though they're called supplements, I kind of liken them, they're little vials of food, right? Because they're going to give you that nutrient base, but it's going to be whole food. So it's going to be able to be absorbed in the body. And because it has those essential oils, it's going to be absorbed more readily. So this is something to note for sure. If you have a slow metabolism, take 3 capsules 2 times daily. If you have a fast metabolism, take 4 capsules once or twice daily. Best taken 1 hour before meals. So you will notice some supplements you need to take with food, and some supplements act better before food, after food. So it's important to read that as well. I know I'm one that has a fast metabolism. So how you take them, really, you're going to get optimal benefit by just noting that. So even if you want to take a picture or screenshot that, that is something to definitely note and make sure that you have that on hand.
All righty, thank you so much, Dana. ICP actually stands for intestinal cleansing powder. That's actually what it stands for, just FYI. But I thoroughly enjoy classes like this because we get to deep dive into some things. And my extreme digestive issues was my first step and my first major issue of why I got very into the holistic journey that I am in right now. So I actually had ulcers when I was 23 years old due to stress and eating Excedrin like almost every day of my life when I had migraines and stress headaches and different things of that nature. And then I had to stop having Excedrin. And then my whole journey has been like, okay, I'm into vitamins and healthy stuff, and then I get out, and then I'm into it, and then I get out, and then I'm into it, and then I get out. And then finally, in the summer of 2012, I started to have some major digestive issues. Like I was having heartburn that felt so bad. It was just shooting up into my chest. It made me want to scream. I would have to go to the emergency room very frequently. Dealt with that for 3 months before they were like, okay, well, let's give you a stomach scope and see actually what's wrong with you. They scoped my stomach, and I ended up at the time having 5 different digestive diseases. I had Schlatzky's ring, I had a hiatal hernia, I had esophagitis. And when they saw that, they realized, oh, you have developed a new allergy. That's probably the cause of all of this. I had ulceritis, and I had some new ulcers that had developed. So I went to the allergist. They found out that I was mildly allergic to dairy. I had to be on an elimination diet for 12 weeks. And then I was supposed to be on Prilosec for the rest of my life. I had to take Prilosec with every meal because by that time my body was just like, rejecting any of the food that I took. And so I was just accepting that. And on top of that, I already had my other allergies that I normally had. But then I started to experience more stuff. So I then had hormone issues. And then 6 months later, well, before that, actually, I had high blood pressure. And then I was in 2 accidents in a 6-month period, and I had body pain. And then with the hormone issues, I was anemic. And so I was in a state where I was looking for something. I was looking. I was trying to Google my way to good health. And that was going very slow. And I was spending $200 on Amazon or Vitamin World or Vitamin Shop to get these disgusting tinctures and these big horse pills that were supposed to help me with my hormones and with my digestion. I had gotten some little essential oils to rub on my stomach to help, and basically nothing helped. And then I was invited by a friend to come to a home party. I went there with the intention of not buying anything because I gotten essential oils from Amazon and they didn't work. So I was convinced that they didn't work. I went there, Panaway was placed on my body for some tension on my neck, and my life was dramatically and radically changed. And from there, I started using Ninja Red a couple weeks after that. That completely changed my mineral and vitamin absorption. And then 2 weeks after that, I was introduced to Joy, and that really helped with my emotions. And so before I even bought my kit, like Dana said, I was like, yeah, my sister, she's really crunchy and into this stuff. You know, my mom, she's into this stuff too. So I'm gonna definitely have a house party. They're gonna get signed up. Like she said, they didn't have a choice. It was just like, okay, you're gonna get your kit because you guys already do this stuff, obviously. And I just kept sharing from there. But I get so much more excited about the supplements. I've always been a vitamin and supplement junkie. Like if you see my unboxing, you see that the oils that I get usually are the free oils. Like what I order on a regular basis, 80% of the time are the supplements. And I've never had any supplements that are as effective as I just got my box today and I have not had Ninja Red for 4 days and I can feel the difference. Like I have to have my Ninja Red. Like you cannot go without Ninja Red. It completely changes everything in your life and boosts your immune system. I have to take multigreens every day. And there's a couple other supplements that I have to take every day because I have lots of allergies. So food is your first source. And when I had digestive issues, I had to get more fiber. I had to eat more greens. I had to change my diet first. That's always your first line of defense. But unfortunately for me, I'm allergic to tree nuts and coconut and mildly to dairy and all seafood and all fish. So supplementation is actually way more important for me. And because of the digestive issues that I had, I use a lot of these things on a regular basis. So I regularly will go through a bottle of Comfort Tone, whether or not I'm doing an actual cleanse. And I also do the cleanse once every 3 months, the same way Dana does. I usually do a juice cleanse with it. So I'm only on liquid, a juice or maybe liquid soup. And then I do 5 or 10 days with the herbal cleanse. I take digestive enzymes with every single meal. When I'm traveling, I make sure that I have Digest and the digestive enzymes. And I go to the bathroom 6 times a day. I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom every time I eat, including snacks. Like that's how good my digestion is. I don't need any because I support it the way that I need to. And I don't have to use Prilosec anymore. Like I don't have to worry about that among a lot of the other different medicines I was able to throw away by just changing my diet and supplementing. So with that, we're going to move into some of the other products that are a little bit more specific. So we have a couple of products that are designed to support a healthy liver. So we have Juva Power. So this is going to be another powder. It's a high antioxidant vegetable powder complex that is one of the richest sources of acid binding foods. It is rich in liver supporting nutrients and has intestinal cleansing benefits. So if you know someone that needs some type of liver support, definitely go into your virtual office and check out the ingredients in this and start researching all the benefits. What you're going to do with this is sprinkle 1 tablespoon on food or add to 4 to 8 ounces of water or rice or almond milk. And you can use it 3 times a day for the maximum benefits. So I usually will buy Juva Power and Juva Tone maybe like once a year and go through a bottle of these. As Dana mentioned, there's different parts of your system that you can cleanse. So Juva Tone is a tablet. It's an advanced phytonutrient supplement. It's a powerful herbal complex designed to promote healthy liver function. It's an excellent source of choline that is vital for proper liver function and necessary for those with high protein diets. It contains inositol and D-L-methionine, which help with the body's normal excretion functions. So definitely do some research on those. Methionine also helps recycle glutathione, a natural antioxidant crucial for normal liver function. And again, these are tablets. So you take 2 tablets 2 times daily. And you can increase as needed up to 4 tablets 4 times daily. And you take this between meals. We also have Parafree. So usually this will come up on somebody's scan. They'll know that they'll need this. But if you just look at the words Parafree, that's what it's formulated to do. So it's formulated to support digestion and gut health. It has an advanced blend of some of the strongest essential oils studied for their cleansing abilities. And these are actually soft gels. You take 3 soft gels 2 times daily or as needed. And for best results, take for 21 days and rest for 7 days. And you can repeat the cycle up to 3 times. And this is taken on an empty stomach for maximum benefits. So Parafree, just think about that word and how strong and advanced that can do for your system. And then we have Rahemagen. So this is an amazing tincture of herbs that is a blood supporting blend. So this contains Cascara Sagrada, red clover, pokey root, prickly ash bark, and burdock root, which have been historically used for their cleansing and building properties. And they're also formulated with essential oils that will enhance digestion. And you take 3 half droppers 3 times daily in water just prior to or with meals containing protein. And those were the products we want to share with you today. So again, we definitely recommend doing the cleansing trio for 5 to 14 days. Again, we do it once every 3 months. I will definitely be doing it within the next 30 days. If you're already a Young Living member, all you have to do is log into your virtual office, add it to your Central Rewards, and process. It is in stock currently. So if you're thinking about doing it in December or January, as Dana stated, it does go out of stock very frequently. I would definitely order it right away. And then for those that are watching the replay that they're not yet with the Young Living family, you could always go ahead and get a basic kit, a basic membership, and then you could add that cleansing trio on to make sure you get the best price for it. So that's our basic starter kit. And that's all that we had to share with you. With that, we can open it up to any additional comments or questions.
I love your presentation. Thank you. I'm writing down my list of stuff that I'm planning on ordering.
All right.
Now that Juva powder,
Uh-huh.
powder, does that replace that spice? They used to have a Juva spice that I used to put in my popcorn and I can't find it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to order that. That stuff is good and good for you. Okay.
Okay, so Tavis, you said when you switch from alkaline water to filtered water, your digestion actually got worse from that?
Exactly.
I would have to honestly look up what the effects of maybe tap water would do to see which thing would be recommended. But honestly, the first thing that I started with for my digestion was Digest at every meal. That was a tremendous help to repairing my digestive system. So, and when I travel, I always have Digest with every meal, and I will travel with other people and never have any stomach issues while the rest of the world are having stomach issues. So I honestly would just start there first because of the herbs that it has in it. But let me look up what effects tap water could have to see what part of the digestive system it's affecting. And then I can recommend what would be the best thing on top of Digest.
Okay, I don't necessarily think that it's bad. It's just not hydrating.
So
I know they have hydration capsules that you can put in your water to make it more.
Well, anytime you ingest essential oils, you get more hydration, you get more oxygenation out of it. That's the benefit of ingesting. That's one of the main reasons to make sure that you're taking Ninja Red every single day. So if you're not putting essential oils just in your water, you're going to get more absorption from anything that you ingest when you add essential oils to it.
Okay, and I do take my Ninja Red every single day with essential oils. So, but I'm gonna try the Digest.
Okay. Any other questions?
I don't have any questions, but I am excited about doing this cleanse, and thank you for sharing it with us. Some of the stuff I already have, so
Right.
I think I already have the trio, so it's just now using it.
Right.
So I appreciate what you're saying to get me started.
Awesome. I'm sure when you now all the new information you have, you'll be super excited when you look at the ingredients and stuff and be like, oh yeah, I know exactly what this is going to do for me.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, but I don't have any questions. I'm just ready to get started. Now, I do want to know with the Ninja Red, it's kind of late now in the day. Is it better to take it in the morning because I don't want to get so much energy I can't go to sleep or something. So
yeah, I would say Yeah, I take it in the morning and at lunchtime.
Okay.
Yeah. Because citrus oils can give you energy. So I do know some people that have taken Ninja or Sleek Essence, which has a lot of citrus in it, and said it kept them up.
Okay.
All righty. If there's no other questions, we will close this out, and we thank everybody for being here tonight, as well as anyone who watches the replay. Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.